Yo, what's up? It's Anytime Take here, and today we are here with a 3 round full mock draft. Very excited for the draft this Thursday. Um, a lot could happen, a lot can't happen. The draft is one of the most unpredictable things, but I'm just gonna get started because this could take a little bit. I'm not gonna have any cuts or anything. I'm just gonna talk about players as I pick them. First off, Aiden Hutchinson. I think Aiden Hutchinson is a better fit. I think the Jaguars should really trade back. They should think about trading back with the Lions. The Lions giving up both their first round picks and trading back because the Jaguars need more than just Aiden Hutchinson. So same thing with the Lions, but I think Aiden Hutchinson fits with what they're trying to do over in Detroit. Next up, Kayvon Thibodeaux is out of the picture. Already said they didn't like him. So I'm going to go Travon Walker here. Travon Walker, I think he has the highest ceiling in the draft, especially at edge. I think Aiden Hutchinson is going to be the safest pick, but Travon Walker is a different beast. Texans, I think they have one of the worst rosters in the NFL. People are hating on the Lions, saying they have the worst roster, and I'm like, no. They were in so many close games last year, and they're going to be somewhat competitive this year, a lot more competitive than the Texans. But with their first pick, you could go many different ways. Again, I think this is a trade back spot. I think the Jets maybe look to trade up here and get Kayvon, but I think this is a 3-edge first 3 picks draft. And then the Jets and the Giants are sitting here thinking, dang, I didn't get one of those 3 guys because these 3 guys are going to be great. I think there's a lot of questions about him, but he'll prove them wrong. Alright, well, next up, I think Ikem Ekwonu a huge pick here. The Jets need another offensive lineman. If they can get Becton back into shape and Ikem Ekwonu on the other side, watch out. Now the Giants. I don't think CB is their most important need. I think offensive tackle, again, is their most important need. I think Evan Neal here is a great pick. Pair Andrew Thomas with Evan Neal, you get something pretty good. Now the Panthers, this is a trade back spot for sure, I think. Eagles could look up to trade here. Dillard, 15th pick for this. Dillard, 15th pick and the 3rd round pick for pick 6. And then, but let's say they don't. I think defense is out of the question. Wide receivers out of the question. You're looking at tackle again. 3 straight edge, 3 straight tackles. Very weird draft so far. Giants. I mean, Jermaine Johnson is here. I think you go Jermaine Johnson for sure here. You're losing. Edge is one of the most important positions in the NFL, and you're losing value there already if you're the Giants. There's a lot of great edge guys in this draft. You can't go wrong in the 1st or 2nd round. Alright, the Falcons. I think the Falcons probably could have took Jermaine Johnson there, but he's gone. Wide receiver, maybe Garrett Wilson. I don't think they go wide receiver here. They're gonna suck no matter what. I think they're thinking they can get another wide receiver at some point. So maybe they throw a curveball at us and go Malik Willis. That makes a lot of sense to me, because I don't think they'll go wide receiver. I think they'll give Mariota a fair shot. Not really a fair shot, because they're not going to get him any help, but they'll give him somewhat of a fair shot, and it won't work out, so they'll look at Malik Willis. Or they'll just start Malik Willis right away. Who knows? Seahawks. Ooh. I don't... Sauce Gardner isn't going to get picked in one of these two picks here, so... wide receiver, obviously not going to get picked here. Maybe a tackle. Maybe they take a shot at Kenny Pickett or Desmond Ridder. You know what? I'm going to throw a little curveball at y'all. Matt Corral. QB out of Ole Miss. Very great two-way threat. I think the Seahawks have a need to get a quarterback in this draft. They're probably not going to be bad enough to get one next draft, so I think it's a huge thing for them to get one this year. At least try him out. Alright, Jets, Ahmad Gardner. Easy. They've been talking about getting a cornerback or just defensive players in general, so there it is. Washington Commanders. Losing Brandon Sheriff is huge. That's why I think they'll go Zion Johnson here. You do have Stingley and Hamilton on the board, but I think Stingley goes right now to the Minnesota Vikings. And then Garrett Wilson and Jameson Williams and Drake London on the board here at 13. I think you go offense here for sure. You're looking at a pretty bad... Your whole team is pretty bad, so you can upgrade anywhere. I think you give Davis Mills another year, and I think you go wide receiver here. You go best on the board, Drake London. I don't think he's the best player, the best wide receiver in this draft, but I think he works for what the Texans are trying to do. Ravens. Jordan Davis, I think that's pretty easy. They're getting very old at the interior D lineman position. They did get Calais Campbell back. That was a shock because I thought he was going to retire. I think his time is pretty much over. He's still going to give you some productive time out in the field, but Jordan Davis is a different monster, and he could really elevate that defense. I think this is a pretty easy pick. Kyle Hamilton at 15. The Eagles would love to get Kyle Hamilton at 15 here. But the counterpart to that is you get Kyle Hamilton, you're probably not getting Tyrann Mathieu. But if I was an Eagles fan, which I actually am, I would want Kyle Hamilton over Tyrann Mathieu just for contract-wise and ceiling-wise, and I don't think Tyrann Mathieu has the same step he did a few years ago. Saints. This is a tough one for me. I think they go wide receiver here. Jameson or Garrett Wilson, that's the question. Desmond Ridder is also still here, so I don't know. I think you go Jameson Williams. He has the highest upside, and he's not going to play this year, the first 10 games this year. But you're not going to be a great team, so it doesn't matter. But you did just give up your first round pick, so who knows? They could go anyway here. Trevor Penning, I think that's kind of a lock, unless he gets picked before. You Slater and Penning, oof. Chargers are looking scary. They're my preseason pick for Super Bowl in the AFC. Eagles. Garrett Wilson is still here. You would love to pick Garrett Wilson at 18. I don't think he'll drop that far, but just how this... I like drafting based on needs and what makes the most sense for teams, so this is just how I think the draft should go. I don't think it's how it's gonna go, but this is how I think it should go. Saints 19. Already picked wide receiver. Maybe you do go Desmond Ridder here. He's a pretty good upside. He's got a good arm. He's got a good body. He played well at Cincinnati last year. He has the tools to be a good quarterback in the NFL. I think Desmond Ridder here makes a lot of sense. And then the Steelers, they get their guy, Kenny Pickett. I think they should go him because I don't know what Mitchell Trubisky is going to be for them. Maybe he's just a plug-in guy for Big Ben until somebody else takes a spot. That's how I think it's going to go. But next up, Patriots. Oof, you probably want to go corner here. You lost J.C. Jackson, so I think corner actually does make the most sense. Trent McDuffie, his potential isn't through the roof, but he's got all the great intangibles. He's got the quick feet. The only problem is his short arms. That is the only problem. I mean, I don't know. I've seen good stuff about him. I've seen bad stuff about him. But he's the best corner left. He is the third best corner in this draft, which says a lot. His ceiling's not that high is pretty much what I should leave that at. Packers, they want to go wide receiver, obviously. Chris Olave still here. I've heard Aaron Rodgers wants them to take Chris Olave, and I think he will still be there at 22. 23, Cardinals. They are a mess right now. I'm really not liking their chances for next year's playoffs. And with that said, they did lose Chandler Jones. You could go Karlaftis, Wyatt, Kenyon Green, corner. That's not your biggest need. I'm actually going to go George Karlaftis here. I think he makes a lot of sense at 23. Provides a motor, run stopping. He's a big guy. He's not quite Chandler Jones, but he could provide 3/4 of the production that Chandler Jones did. Cowboys. Oof. Edge. I don't think that's their biggest. They have a lot of needs, honestly. Maybe go inside O-line here. Linebacker, no. They have the best linebacker in the NFL, in my opinion. Safety, maybe? I think that would be good. That would be a good start. One of these two guys. If you think about it, what do they need more? Probably inside D-line, because that's a more important position, so I'm going to go inside D-line. Bills, they had a very good offseason. Now, what do they need? Cornerback? I don't think that's number one, but I think O-line is definitely number one. But I think there are better cornerbacks on the board than there are O-line, so I'm going to go Carol Elam. I think he's a good fit next to Tre'Davious White. Titans, I don't see them making the playoffs next year. I think their conference is too hard. And also, I think the Colts will win their division. To start, though, let's see who we can get for them. I don't know why wide receivers, like, these team needs make no sense. Because that's not your number one need right now. You need to go get people on defense. I mean, you don't need a safety. I don't think linebacker is really what you want to go for here. Maybe O-line. I mean, Treylon Burks is still here. So maybe I'm biting my own words here, and I'm going to go Treylon Burks. Chiefs are looking at this and they're like, the wide receiver board is slowly diminishing. They're getting nervous. Kenyon Green being here, easy. Lose Alex Caba, plug in Kenyon Green, easy. Packers. Ooh. They're in a tough position too. You get Boye Mafe to replace Darius Smith. I think that is your best choice. I would go Jahan Dotson, but edge is too big of a need here. Chiefs at 29. Jahan Dotson still here. That's going to be their pick. Chiefs at 30. You got Justin Reed. So Daxton Hill is pretty much off the board for me. Linebacker's not your biggest need. Maybe corner. Maybe inside the line. I don't think so, because you did get Creed Humphrey last year. I think corner might be what you're looking at. Yeah, I think taking Andrew Booth here is a good jab. 31 Bengals. Since they need a safety and a cornerback, that's interesting. Corner, Kyler Gordon's here. I don't think you take O-line unless it's Tyler Linderbaum. They passed on O-line last year, it went well, but I think you take Tyler Linderbaum here, if he is still here. Lions, the last pick in the first round, I almost messed that up. We already went edge. Got the second best guy in the draft. Now, do you go safety? I don't think so. I think you start addressing the more important positions. Well, maybe you do go safety. It really drops off after. Yeah, I think Daxton Hill is a good pick here, actually. I keep biting my words. Alright, well, I'm going to end this here, and then I'm going to post a second round on my channel, so stay tuned for that. Pretty good first round. I'm going to show you my picks real quick. Slowly go through them. I think that this is going to be a very interesting draft. A lot of trading up, a lot of trading down. And it could be very entertaining. There's still a lot of good prospects left in the second round, so definitely stay tuned and come watch. Subscribe, follow, and everything. Peace.